What's up, guys? This is chapter 1-4, solving equations. And just to review what an equation is a numerical sequence that has an equal sign. So one part equals another part. So for instance, x equals 2y, or x equals 4 plus 3y, or something like that. Or the most common one you'll see in your graph is y equals 3x plus 4. And you can graph that. So circle the equations. So which ones have an equal sign? This one and this one. So you're going to circle this whole one and this whole one. Vocabulary builder. Inverse operations. Inverse are operations that you do to solve an equation. You've done this since like 4th grade. So there are two things that are exactly opposite. So here you have -2 and +2. They undo each other. So let's try one. Let's try 2x plus 4 equals x minus 3. Let's do an inverse operation here. So we're going to minus x on each side, right? To get all the x's on one side. So you have x plus 4 equals -3. Now you want to get rid of this 4. How do you get rid of this 4? You do the inverse operation. Instead of saying plus 4, you do minus 4. And x equals -3 minus 4 is -7. So addition and subtraction are inverse operations. The other, here's addition and subtraction. You also have multiplication and division are inverse of each other, right? You have x squared is the inverse of square root of x. We'll do that more this year. So here we go. Number 7, or number 1 right here. Add 7. The opposite is, or the inverse is, subtract 7. Subtract 4. The inverse is add 4. Divide by 5. What's the inverse? Multiply by 5. And divide or multiply by 3. The inverse is divide by 3. Those are inverse of each other. And here are the key concepts. Some of our properties. Reflexive. A equals A, 5 equals 5. Symmetric. If A equals B, then B equals A, so you can reverse them. Transitive. A equals B and B equals C, and then A equals C. So these two equal each other, and these two equal each other. The A and C must equal each other. Substitution. You can substitute a letter in, and it equals that. So those are some of our properties, keynotes. Page 15. Turn your page, please. Let's do some matching. 2. Substitution property. A equals 4 and A plus B equals 5. So 4 plus B equals 5. So you're just putting this 4 in for A. Next one, reflexive property. It goes right here. So 2 plus blank x plus 8 and 2 plus x plus 8. So they equal each other because it's reflexive. 4, we're going that transitive property here. X plus y equals z, and z equals 4, you can plug that in. And this one is symmetric property. Y plus 12 equals 9, so 9 equals y plus 12. Some more properties here. These are ones you have learned your whole life. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Nothing has changed. write the property of equality that justifies each statement. So this is going to be the subtraction property, because if x plus 2 equals 5, then x plus 2, subtract 2 from each side, right, equals 5. 4x equals 12. Then divide by 4 on each side. Oh, you're dividing, so it's a division property. This is really just asking you what the next step is going to use. If negative 20 equals x over 5, then negative 20 equals multiplication of 5 on each side. To get rid of that 5, this would be the multiplication property. And this one is going to be addition property, because you're going to add 3 to each side. Okay, problem 1, solving one-step equations. Circle the multiplicative inverse. So what is multiplicative inverse of 12? The multiplicative inverse is when you take a number and you put 1 on top of it. So if it says 12, then it becomes 1 over 12. Another instance is if you have 4, it'll be 1 over 4. Or if you have 4/3, guess what that becomes? 3 over 4. You flip them. So remember, these are 12 over 1 and 4 over 1. So you're just flipping. It's the inverse. Okay, so you're going to solve the equation now. 12b equals 18. How are we going to do that? So you want to get rid of the 12 and b by itself. You're going to divide by 12, divide by 12 on each side. So you're going to have b equals 18 over 12, or b equals, divide by 6 on top and bottom, 3 over 2. So now you're going to put in 3 over 2 in for the b and check your work. 12 times 3 halves should equal 18. Plug that in your calculator, you get 18 equals 18. Couple other, turn the page again. Solving a multi-step equation. Okay, and this is just some hogwash, but this is how you do this. You're going to use distributive property. This is combining like terms. So, distributive property says, take the 3 multiplied by 2, and take the 3 multiplied by 1. The negative 2 times 3, and the negative 2 times 4. So 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6, and negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. Now you can combine these terms, right? Negative 3 plus a negative 8 is negative 11. Division property, because you're dividing by a negative 11, or 11, you get negative 1 equals x. So this is the simplified version. So let x equal the width of the carpet. Then 3x equals the length of the carpet. The carpet at the right has a perimeter of 320 feet. So here's the carpet at the right. Has a perimeter of 320, so the whole thing equals 320. What are the dimensions of the carpet? Okay, so perimeter equals 2w plus 2l. Write an equation for the perimeter of the carpet. So let's use the same one they have. P, we know it's 320, equals 2 times w, so 2 times the width. So it'll be 2x. and 2 times the length, which will be 2 times 3x. I got to solve that now. So 320 equals 2x, and let's distribute first, plus 6x. So 320 equals 8x, divided by 8, divided by 8, and we have x equals 40. You gotta make sure you put feet. So the width of the carpet is how many feet? 40 feet. And the length of the carpet is 120 feet. How did I get 120 there? Well, let's go back. 3x is the length. So you know the width is 1x, so you put 3 times 40. 3 times 4 is 12, add to 0 is 120. And that answer goes right there. Last question. Combine like terms. Equation with no solutions and identities. Is the equation 7x plus 6 minus 4x equals 12 plus 3x minus 8 always, sometimes, or never true? Let's plug it in. Combine the like terms on each side of the equation. So we have 7 minus 4 equals 3x plus 6. Then you have 3x, and you have 12 minus 8 plus 4. Now solve. 3x plus 6 equals 3x plus 4. You're going to subtract 3x from each side. You get 6 equals 4. So this is never true because there's no more x's left. So you're done with the x's. So it's never going to be true. Oh, we have one more. We have 5. Problem number 5 in your homework. Solving a literal equation. S equals 3f minus 24 relates to a shoe size of a foot in inches f. What is f in terms of s? What 2 operations should you undo? Subtraction right here, and multiplications right here. Subtraction and multiplication. Now solve. S equals 3f minus 24. So to solve this, if you want to get f by itself, we're going to solve for f. We need to get rid of everything else. So we're going to add 24 to each side. So you have s plus 24 equals 3f. Now to get f by itself, we need to get rid of the 3. So we're going to divide next by 3. You have to divide this entire side by 3. So now the answer is going to be s plus 24 divided by 3 equals f. And that's how you do multiplication. Here's a lesson check. A couple of questions for you. If you have any questions, ask Mr. Weckes, sir. Peace.